Welcome back to Smash Summit 14, presented by Coinbase. We are your hosts, Toph and Lovage, as well as you are our host. That's right, you are the third judge. Welcome, Twitch chat, to Can Smashers Do a Group Project? We've got 4 combinations of some of the brightest minds in the business. I should have said brightest brains in the business. That would have been better.
Brightest minds, brightest brains. They're the brightest, Toph.
They're shining till they're crying. And Pipsqueak and Professor Pro are already taking the stage. They're ready to kick things off with the first group project. Now, we did not really particularly give these Smashers any kind of direction as to what they had to present on.
Oh, none whatsoever, Toph.
Not really.
None.
But they'll be graded on 3 things, Oscar. Content, aesthetic, and swag.
That's right.
That's right. Information is presented in a logical order, making it easy to follow along. The content is engaging, original, and shows inventiveness. That's the content category. As far as aesthetic goes, the presentation has to be attractive, and all the graphics should support the theme and the content of the presentation. In addition, the layout should be pleasing to the eye.
Sure.
And for swag, in other words, presentation skills really, is the material presented with confidence? Is it well rehearsed?
Moxie, charisma.
Exactly. And we are going to be grading the presentations on just a letter scale. You know, it's like school. A, B, C, D, F. A's are worth 5 points. B's are worth 4 points, all the way down, and an F is worth only 1 point. And Twitch chat, you are going to get involved as well because you will be polled at the end of each presentation, and the aggregate or the average, I guess, or whatever the highest letter grade is, that's what you are going to go with. So hope you're ready to join me and Lovage on our journey to discover if Smashers can do a group project.
Let's get into it, Toph.
Pipsqueak and Prof, what do you got for us today?
Well, it started on the wrong panel. That's an amazing start. There's a panel before this.
Let's just get it going.
That's a great start to the presentation when it doesn't have our first panel on it.
Right, but the first panel is why we deserve to win.
That's the subject today, baby. I'm Pipsqueak,
And
Twitter Goblin.
I'm Professor Pro, Short King.
No, this is not. This has not been edited for 2 hours. This is a 5 hour old one. This is a 5 hour old one.
That's not all. You guys.
Hello?
Production.
Hello. This is a 5 hour old one.
This is the wrong one.
This is part of the test. You got to flow with it.
What?
You got to go with what you got.
We have 10 plus panels.
Welcome to the real world. Welcome to America.
Yeah.
Where's your hard drive?
We have the laptop over there.
Can we actually get what's going on?
Yeah, what's happening?
Production, do we have the ability to load up
Do
their
we have the Google
updated
Slides
presentation?
updated, please? I mean, this is not even.
Yeah,
This-
we
we
have
did this
we
like
have a
5
good
minutes
amount of
into it.
slides, so I think we actually do need our original.
seems
Okay.
like
We
some
can't do a
of these-
presentation with no content.
They seem really enthusiastic about it.
Yeah.
You know, I think we're going to give it to him.
We're going to refresh it.
Okay.
We're going to try to refresh it for you guys.
Okay.
Great start. Great start.
Hang
Is
on.
this what it means to be European in America?
Yeah, getting saboed.
Production's going to...
Amazing
Yeah,
start.
we're refreshing it. Production will give us the okay when we're good to go.
We're prepared. We
Well,
we don't know what the slides are.
It's not your fault.
We don't know what the
This
slides
is, this
are.
is like the projector went down in school. It's not your
We'll
fault.
sort it out. Everything will be fine. Let's just reset. Take about 2 minutes, and we'll be
Can I
good.
press back? Yeah, press back. Is it back? Yeah, okay. Amazing start, everyone.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Also,
Here we go.
Click test.
There we go.
Updated one.
Okay. Let's start.
Also, yeah, let's start. So,
Oh my.
Whoa. Wasn't expecting this, Toph.
That was
Why
a
we deserve to
three-dimensional
win.
rotation.
I'm Pipsqueak, Twitter Goblin.
I'm Professor Pro, Short King.
Hello.
No, you're changing it on that one. I can see you.
Oh, I'm sure.
Laptop.
Is there? Hello. This is why you should never be first.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh, hey. So the plan is simple. We're gonna impress you with fancy graphics, establish that we deserve to win, and then step 3 is that the panel over there votes for us. And then we all profit. Now, why do we profit? Well, $500 goes a long way outside the US. And for you, you're meeting diversity quotas here. This is important stuff. Not to mention that, there's like 2 relevant Europeans. Can the rest of us get one? Like one W?
I think you guys actually know these 2 Europeans. One of them's Leffen, but the other one,
Wrong direction.
Our Lord and Savior. Armada. Give it
Take a
up, give it
moment and
up.
Breathe this in, Oscar.
Some of you may not know, Pip right here is a descendant of the Armada bloodline. I already know what some of you haters in the chat are saying. There's no way this Pip guy is actually a descendant of the loved Armada. I'm gonna put it to the test. Step forward, Pip. Pip, what is this?
The juice.
Pip, what is this?
The jungle.
Pip, what is this?
Jelly.
Pip, who is this?
This is the player Jmook.
Of course it is. Pip, who is this?
Jason Zimmerman.
I rest my case. This is a clear descendant of the Armada bloodline. Please give it up. Please. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm pretty convinced on that.
I'm convinced by that.
yeah.
This is actually Armada. I spoke to Armada a few minutes ago. This is exactly what Armada said.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Recently.
And as you can see, we're 0% American.
Yeah, we're promoting diversity here. But we are 50% British. Professor Pro Factor.
Whoa.
The good kind.
Whoa.
I remember that.
I do remember
And that's
that.
it for us. Thank you very much for watching. I rest my case. I'll take no
Thank you.
questions.
Very good.
Wow, what you think about that, Oscar?
There we go.
Went better than expected.
Toph, I mean, I thought presentation skills were an A.
I thought so too. They kind of leaned into the Armada angle. There was a good bit of that. Good bit of the presentation was establishing the Armada connection there.
Yep.
And that goes a long way around these parts. You know, he won the first 4 of these things.
That's true.
Summit's not the group presentation.
We are giving one overall rating to each group project. And this is an important one because it's you, me, and Twitch chat.
That's right.
We're all deciding together. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, man.
Are we
how do we
gonna
do this?
hold
Do
those
we-
technical difficulties
Right.
against them?
No.
I don't think that was their fault.
I don't think it was really their fault. No, I think
Right.
the way they ended up, you know,
Okay.
they got to do their real presentation, right? So that's
True.
what we want to judge them on.
Well,
My question is, how do we end up doing this? So I think we're going to be polling Twitch chat right now, probably as we speak. And as for us, I mean, we're going to write them down, or are we just going to go, you know, left to right, right to left?
so I'm gonna give them a solid B because I want room to grow, but I think it was a solid B.
That's right. I'm judging them on content. I'm judging them on aesthetic and presentation skills. So
Yeah.
I think presentation skill-wise, they definitely knocked it out of the park. There was even a little bit of performance art in there, right? We had Pipsqueak establishing that he is indeed from Sweden
Right.
with the accent.
Yes.
Are we getting that out of all these presentations? I don't know. Aesthetic. I liked the the visuals. Thanks, no questions at this time. SummitPlease.com. A lot of little attention to detail. Content to me, it basically was just, hey, please let me win, please.
It was an interesting strategy.
It was an interesting
We'll have to see
strategy.
if it pays off.
It was very direct.
Very direct, a little aggressive, you might say.
Yeah,
Well, what does the Twitch chat think, Toph?
that's right. I'm going to go with the B as well. I'm feeling, solid.
Solid
Room to
B.
grow.
Nothing wrong with a solid B, Pip.
Twitch chat.
Twitch chat. We need you, though. Please help us out, Twitch chat. Do, 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 do.
Looks like the votes are still coming in.
They're still coming in.
And they're very negative.
So, I'm guessing is a 1 an F and a 5 a A?
I think one's an A.
That is
one's an
exactly
A.
it. So, Pip, it's not looking good according to the Twitch chat here.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on any? What's that?
They have nothing to compare against.
That's true.
The first one.
Maybe they'll all be downhill from here.
That's true.
You don't know.
You can't
All right, well,
put
we're
us
gonna-
an F and then go downhill.
We're
from
going to
there.
show the results on the TV. Twitch chat, our final judge. The votes are in. All right. BBB.
Okay.
Hey, that got
That's not bad.
Falco.
Can you thank Twitch chat for me?
Thank you, Twitch chat.
Thank you, Twitch chat. Says Pipsqueak. Okay, I think 3 Bs across the board. They put some effort into it. They had a little
Solid
bit of a
Bs.
performance art angle.
Yeah.
Can't be too mad at that. IBDW and Kadoran. Oscar, I got to tell you, I saw some predictions in Twitch chat earlier. They thought these are the kind of guys that look like they put a lot of effort into school.
Right.
These sorts of presentations.
All day.
You were in?
Every event today, basically.
Oh my goodness.
I think we
Cody's
got.
had a long day.
I think we got some good.
Was that a pre-John?
Oh, a little bit of a pre-John. We're not-
Hang on, I remember there was some Twitter discussion. Yeah, I'm not going to get it up.
do we take points away for
No,
pre-Johns?
no. We're not that kind. We're not that kind of teacher. We're not that kind of teacher. We're fair.
The presentation starts when. Okay, I gotcha.
Which one was chain smoking before this?
All right. I'm excited for this.
I would want both of these guys on my group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. I'd let them both carry me.
I wouldn't do
sunset.
shit, Toph.
All right, Kadoran and Cody,
up, chat?
IBDW,
Hope you're having a
take
great
away.
day.
Hello.
How's it going? So our presentation is going to be on nothing.
Yeah, we actually didn't do any work.
There we go.
So,
Hey.
On the mythical being, the Prime Crimson Blur. Mythical because
Lord, nay.
most people will probably never see it.
and look at that. Look at all these cheerleaders. Pounding all for Blur at such a young age. Might explain very, very many things.
Don't ask us how we found this.
It's like some
said
dark
don't
web,
ask.
some dark web stuff.
So where did Blur come from? Well, he started all the way back in 2003. And if you ask him about it, he'll be more than happy to talk to you for hours about it.
Sure.
You know, Blur saw that Melee was dying in the Brawl ages, especially. And when he saw that, I was like, you know what? I gotta take responsibility for this game. I'm gonna not only become one of the greatest CEOs to ever do it, I'm also gonna become one of the best players to ever do it. And combine those two factors, viewership skyrocketed.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
can't argue with facts.
Wow.
So, allow us to take a look into the mind of the Crimson Blur. He once told Leffen in a heated argument, I'm not getting any extra power, Leffen. I already have it.
These are all real quotes, by the way. You know, such as, he said, man, the Sheiks have been real tough lately to top Mart players like Zane, Kadoran, and me. What are we gonna do?
He was once asked, Blur, does it bother you that there's so many people impersonating you on Slippy? He said, very bluntly, no. Does it bother Metallica that there's so many people that play their music? Of course not. Let him intimidate. Let him imitate me. Because just look at it at Zayn Nagmi. It worked out great for him.
And then, you know, he's also said,
I caught that.
wait, there's a top Mart player Discord and I'm not in it? And you know, there's one more. When UCF was new, a fellow TO asked Blur, here's a UCF memory card. We should test it first with a top player. And Blur says, oh, no problem. You're already looking at one.
Some self-proclaimed achievements. Self-proclaimed achievements. The greatest Marth player of all time.
And he was obviously also the best online player.
Arguably the best resume for first in 2022. Because he's taking credit for every one of Zayn's wins.
True.
Including Genesis, Pound, Shine, and the Ludwig Smash Invitational.
Can't argue with results.
Sure can.
And so let's talk about his impact, right? He's been a guiding light for all modern day TOs while doing absolutely nothing.
I can attest to that.
He's overcome soul-crushing losses to prestigious Kirby mains, Serial Rabbit and Moonanite, to become an inspiration for 2 and 2ers everywhere.
And if this isn't proof that if you don't understand how that he is the self-proclaimed savior of Melee, he's truly the GOAT.
I don't get how you cannot see it. I really don't.
If he can do it, so can you.
Love that.
And thank you for watching. I blame Mikey for telling us it was supposed to be 3 to 4 minutes.
That was great. That was great. That didn't even feel that long to me,
That
Toph.
brought a little tear to my eye.
Me too, dude.
Yeah, proverbially.
They warned us that it might run a little long, but I was locked
you
in.
enjoyed
I was actually locked in for that.
I had one issue, I will say. I had one issue with their presentation. Albeit small, it's a bit of a nitpick. They kind of implied that Blur was a 2 and 2er. I think that's
Generous.
generous. But it's okay.
Listen,
you know,
listen,
you're fine.
little
It's fine. It's
Little
fine.
pause.
It's a little
Little
It
later.
pause.
depends what tournament you're talking about,
I see.
right?
Right.
Tired of 0 and 2, he might be going 2 and 2.
Sure.
You're right, because he's tired of 0-2. There you go.
Toph, I thought they had great content.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the aesthetic, especially some choice photographs and memes.
Yeah.
And I thought the presentation skills were not too bad.
They clearly rehearsed that. They were bouncing back and forth. It was
Yeah.
like they actually had a script.
Yeah, they may have prepared better than anyone.
Cody did the thing. He was like, "Oh, I was at every side thing today. I didn't have any time to prepare."
How
And
does
then,
it feel,
he
Mango?
walked up and crushed it, which does remind me of a certain set from the Ludwig Smash Invitational. But anyways, before we get into that,
Did we decide, are we doing pluses and minuses or no pluses and minuses, Mikey?
no pluses and minuses. I think.
Will that mess up the scoring? I kind of feel like I need to.
The only thing is that Twitch chat won't be able to do it because then we'd have to give
Oh,
them
that's true,
20
yeah.
options. But I guess we could if we needed a tie break.
Twitch chat doesn't matter.
But let's just go with the 5-point system for now. Twitch chat, get your votes in. We're opening up the poll. It might already be open, as a matter of fact. I'm feeling. Listen, I feel like that for me, just it's like when you see something on, let's say, social media that really deeply resounds with. It's a cause you care about.
Yes.
I care a lot about
The blur.
the blur.
Yeah.
Right. Is he here?
No, he's getting roasted, and he can't even defend
I saw
himself.
him in Twitch
He
chat.
cannot defend himself.
Where was he in chat?
We love you, Blur.
we love you, Blair.
I gotta go with an A. I thought that's gonna be hard to top.
You're going with an A. I'm going with a B. I'm leaving room at the top for someone to blow us away.
Okay.
So I'm going with another B. But great job, guys. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Twitch chat. If you haven't made your vote known, please vote in the chat now with 5 through 1, I believe. 5 being an A,
One
1
being.
being an F. What did you guys think of that presentation, Twitch chat?
Let us know.
Let us know.
Oh, we actually don't know what the numbers are as they line up to the.
I think it says here.
Well,
right?
that's how many points they get, but I don't know if that's what the.
each
the-
letter grade will. Shit. Well, hey, I'm not going to talk out of school, Toph.
Hey, it's fine. Would you argue this little last screen here is this like a bit of a subliminal messaging kind of
That's a
thing?
roast in and of its own. Yes, they
Yeah.
put Kirby as the final slide of the PowerPoint.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough.
And Blur can't even defend
He
himself.
can't
here.
even defend himself, just like the time that he couldn't defend himself against Kirby.
True. True.
Pretty similar to that.
Yeah, I bet there's a montage out there of Blur just like smoking unranked Kirby's. Like I bet he's gotten better at the
There's
matchup.
not too many of those.
Yeah, but if there are, he's slayed them.
And Twitch chat coming in, your aggregate votes coming in with an
Wow.
A. B, A, and A, leaving room at the top. Someone can still blow us away.
We love you.
Well, IBW says, we love you, Twitch chat. That was pretty compelling, I gotta say. Oscar, I gotta say, I came into this with pretty low expectations,
Me
not
too.
knowing what,
Rock bottom.
These people got a tournament to prepare for.
Yeah.
But these have been pretty solid so far.
Blair said A, exclamation point, exclamation point.
He wants to win too. He has stakes in this.
He does have stakes in this, that's right. That's right.
Coming up next though.
Sunsei versus Josh, man. If there's one person who's participating here in the group projects that actually doesn't have a tournament to prepare for, it's Josh, man, right? Josh, man, here's a VIP. That might give him the edge he needs in terms of preparation to really blow us away here, Oscar.
He is one of those badass VIPs that was in grand finals of doubles only a couple hours ago, but
Oh,
hopefully
man.
he did have some time to prepare for this.
That's right.
Cody, how did you find time to prepare?
Just like an hour yesterday and like 30 minutes.
Okay, so Toph, they did spend time yesterday.
For an hour yesterday.
Who did the most?
Amazing.
He did most of the like content of it.
Kadoran did most of the content. I think Cody punched it up with some jokes.
Cody punched up with
Cody
some
punched
jokes.
it up.
Yeah.
Are we doomed?
But it's hey, aesthetic swag.
I'm just gonna be on this side, and then you're on that side.
Dude, that's fun.
I had to ruin the
Well,
presentation.
I know, right?
Sunsei and Josh, man, we are ready when you are for the next
Just gonna
presentation.
need some people to,
Maybe quiet down front row.
keep it cut.
Hey, thanks, bro.
Hello, everyone.
You want us to swap again?
You want us to swap again?
I'm so confused. Both of us?
All right. Oh, we both gotta go this way. Okay,
Yeah, that
okay.
makes a lot of sense.
All right.
Docking points for this, Toph.
Take it away.
All this.
Hi, I'm Josh, man.
And I'm Sunsei. And today we're gonna be talking about one of our favorite topics.
Why this slide doesn't swap?
Heaven.
Oh, there we go. Why bullying top players is bad.
Back.
Big way.
Wait, what?
Next
Why
slide,
does
baby.
Cody look shirtless in that picture?
It's the summit merch.
It's flesh toned?
Really get this photo just absorbed here, because it's going to be here for a while. Oh. Reason number one, somebody's got to do it.
Have you ever found yourself or a loved one thinking,
God, I wish this top player would just get quote tweeted right now.
how do they get away with saying such dumb shit all the time?
How does he hit send on that?
I straight up do not like this person.
Well, you can make a difference.
But how?
It's kind of
How can we make a difference,
90 points.
Sensei?
I don't know. How can we
liking
make a
that.
difference? Changing the slide. Oh, there's the mouse, baby.
Nice.
Well, great news. Linguini, it's in right now.
Picture this. I'm a top player, and boy, do I have a dog shit take for Twitter. It's gone. Just like that.
See? It really works.
But what about those
did.
pesky online gremlins? Well, as it turns out, nobody's safe. All you gotta do is follow these quick, easy steps. Open Twitter.com. Find that special someone. Who'd you pick? IBDW. That's a great choice right there. Look for the open DMs icon and tell them how you really feel. Some great openers are, you are such a nice guy. Or, I think you should keep playing Melee.
Or, my personal favorite, I can't wait to find your IP address.
But who's first? Well, as it turns out, Pipsqueak's still got Twitter rights.
Have you ever checked Twitter after a major and just been met with yet another cringe Pipsqueak tweet? Well, now that bullying's back, you can simply grab the cunt's phone and just yoss it.
Yoss it,
Well,
mate.
why now? Well,
They've had it too good for too long.
do top players really deserve respect? The answer may shock you.
When did we revoke Juan's right to use chairs?
How many years has Leffen been allowed to get away with speaking?
You've heard of $8 a month for Twitter verification, but what if I told you there's a feature that lets you harass top players for completely free?
Better yet, it doesn't even have to be top players. You can harass anyone online with Twitter's open harassment button. I gotta say, Prime Blur, more like Prime Target.
Blur, close those DMs right now, Blur. SOS.
The key takeaway here, well, Joshy, I'll let you say it.
Bullying is very funny.
And remember, don't just mute, harass.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dope, I was not ready for this presentation.
Oh shit.
Thank you, everybody.
Fuck.
Do we have any questions for these gentlemen?
Yeah.
Are they escaping from the scene of crime right now?
Oh, can we answer? We can answer if you want. Sorry.
Let's give him a question.
I mean, I enjoyed it quite a bit. That was very funny. Who did most of the work, or was it equal?
It was just a meeting of the minds.
Really, 50-50?
I got a DM. You should keep playing Melee.
All right, that's nice. Hey,
Putting it in practice already.
Wow, bullying's back? And you can do it to anybody? Yeah, that's
That's what we're going
for
for.
$5.99. You can
Okay.
harass anyone.
Toph, I'm so split between an A and an F. I can't tell.
Oh, come on!
It was the funniest one so far, and that's an A for me.
There was, I mean, oh my god.
But
there was
I
a
don't want the
line.
Blur to be harassed, and I give that an F.
Well,
but let's see.
Blur's catching heat across the board. Let's say. I feel like that's going to be a
Can I ask you guys a question? Not to just persuade you at all, but really, is it us that's going to get him harassed, or just Blur?
That's true. This is a victimless crime.
No, yeah, this is 100%, 100%.
It's a faceless mob.
Beauty.
We'll take it.
All right, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
We
Thank you
do
so
need
much.
Twitch chat's help in answering this grading system. So
That's right.
Please chime in the chat with what
Well,
you.
to me, this was very educational. I felt like I learned a
It was
lot.
succinct.
Like 10 DMs on Twitter.
That was a last minute addition. How bad? You'll do.
Well,
If it was anyone but Josh Man, I would give it an F. But he just pulls it off
Josh
somehow.
Man and no,
he's able,
yeah,
he's able to shit talk and still be likable.
Suits had a certain delivery of some of those lines that I thought was particularly funny. So
Damn it, Toph, I'm giving it an A.
I'm giving it. I think I'm giving it an A too.
I'm giving it an A, Toph.
This has been my favorite, I think, so far. I really liked the Blur presentation, but I got to tell you, this presentation had a bit of Blur in it as well. So I'm going
true.
with A. I'm going with
Go with
A. The votes are in, and Twitch chat. What do you got for us?
A's across the board.
A's across the board.
Please be kind to our friend the Crimson Blur if you decide to message him.
That's right.
He's very
He's
great.
been
He's a
through
great
lot.
guy.
He's really
Yeah.
been through a lot. Well, the final presentation of the day is going to be
Hungry Box and Mango.
Unlikely Duo. What do they got for us?
I'm assuming if their presentation is somehow better, you'll just say A+.
Exactly. That's what. Yeah. Will they have the Blur in their presentation, Toph? That's
a good
That's what
question.
I'm wondering right now. They're both dressed kind of badass.
Oh,
I
they've
will
got
give you
like
that.
a little bit of a bad boy kind of vibe going on here.
I think they brought props.
That's their formal wear.
Is it on? I think it's on.
I think it is on. Yeah, I hear it in my ear.
Canadian tuxedo.
Is that Comic Sans?
Oscar, I have to tell you, it looks like they're following up on the last presentation.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joseph.
Don't call me Joseph.
I won't.
So you're probably wondering what the fuck me and Juan are doing here. We've come a long way. I really do not like this guy, but we've made a comeback. You guys know I dislike Juan so much that I refuse to watch Breaking Bad. Because he loves it so much that I can't watch it. I just can't do it.
So that's where we're at as people. But one thing that me and Juan can come together, and I think most people can. Top 8 Left in His Dumb Moments, presented by Cloud9 and Team Liquid.
Here we go.
Number 8.
Leffen skipped a tournament for a puppy.
A puppy.
This year, Oscar.
True.
I got 3 puppies. And a child. I stream 10 hours a day. I don't understand. Puppies can be difficult. I defend them on that. But to skip a super major, it's just absurd. Just absurd.
Number 7.
We asked Mikey, without even a split second, first thing he says. Yeah.
How do you feel about that form over there in that left photo, Oscar? You seeing that?
Judges, can you wait for us to finish?
Sorry, please continue.
Thank you.
Don't upset the judges one.
I'm docking points for that, too.
I got you
That
guys.
cup.
Number 6.
Do you guys, a lot of you new kids in the chat who probably just got into Melee, thinking there's anyone who got in during online period, this was actually a real thing that took place over the course of like 8 months. I'm not going to say names that won't be named, and a certain Leffen, and honestly, a few other top players I'm not going to throw under the bus because I don't feel like getting into it. This is about Leffen being stupid, and only Leffen being stupid. But he really believed this. And he also, do you remember, he had a difficulty per character? He had Puff at a 0.5 out of 5. And he had a Fox 5 out of 5. Falco 3.5 out of 5. Does he believe it? Does he not? I don't know. Is he a content lord or is he just stupid? I don't know.
We'll never know. Number 5.
Okay, a lot of you probably don't know shit about Ultimate. But do you see any of those characters in top 8?
Oh, that is gross.
He went on record saying Falco was the best character. That is real. That is a real thing. You know more about Ultimate than me.
He's got a gift. Number 4.
Of course, the classic. Okay, when we talk about these things, like, it's not like he just tweets it and then says it on stream. Like, while we're at the studio, this is what we hear for the weekend. And poor Zane, just Zane in the corner, like, just coming up and just having to hear about this. All of his wins discredited. Is there any world this matchup is 6-4? Any world?
No.
This is coming from Juan, who knows
Juan.
jack shit about the game. That's how you know.
I don't know shit. What? Number 3.
Wait, what? I'm convinced.
That should be number 1.
I thought it was a good idea to post this. I don't know what else to say. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It was not better. Number 2.
The classic.
That's a rough one.
The classic.
Classic.
I've never worked a real job, so I don't know. But
I've worked both, actually, of these 2 jobs.
What do you think?
Fuck making sandwiches. Streaming is a lot easier.
We got all my fast food workers in chat. I know where your vote's going.
You know it.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1.
Take it away, Juan.
There's not much else to say here, but this is the face of a man who cannot handle a true loss. That's why I stepped in, I spoke to him, and hopefully in the future, we compete not as Johners and bitchers, but as Melee players. Thank you.
Oh my God, Mango.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? I don't know you get down on glizzies like that.
I'm not also the GOAT. I am the throat goat.
I knew it.
Give me a
I've
banana.
said this about
Give me a
you.
banana.
This is no.
I play Ocean Man with audio.
You got audio?
This is
Yeah, I think the
multimedia?
video plays
Oh, this is
Ocean Man.
Overachieving ass.
Oh, we can't play it because it's copyrighted, but listen,
Oh,
we're
it's
going to
copyrighted.
imagine
They
just playing
don't-
our heads.
they don't
Hungry Box is taking the whole stream down tonight.
That's right.
I enjoyed that quite a lot, guys.
I
That
did
was
enjoy
great.
that quite a lot.
Are you
I
gonna
gotta
just leave these gifts running the whole time? Because I will be distracted by the mango one.
I'm really, yeah.
Dude, this is tough.
Listen, they were two of the only, in fact, the only two participants who, they upped their attire game. They wore kind of they had a little bit of a theme going on with the jackets. Yeah, that was something. I liked that they, in a way, it almost gets tied together with the previous presentation because, like, hey, bullying top players is in, and then I go, cool. I wish I had a good example of that. And who better to follow up on that but Hungry Bucks and Mango with a great bullying, I would say, of Leffen.
A great bullying.
A great bullying.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Man, geez, all of the dude, I gotta tell you, I gotta say again, I really expected to be giving lower letter grades today. But
I did too. I thought we were going to be more in the C range.
I thought these would be dog
I've
shit.
enjoyed that. These guys definitely put a lot of effort into this.
We did definitely put a lot of effort into this. We need to see what Twitch Chat thinks. We're gonna be the tiebreakers here. Twitch Chat, get your votes in. I think we are. But man, people are really. And I know we're judging primarily on content, aesthetic, and presentation skills, but I got to tell you, there's a little bit of context as well, right? These are two unlikely partners, right?
Oh,
Enemies
yes,
brought
definitely.
together by a common cause. They had to meet in the middle.
Hating Leffen.
Yeah. Yeah. God, I wish we could. I wish we could.
I wish there was a tiebreaker or something we could do.
Yeah, I wish there was.
I've been looking at the Twitch chat. They're giving a lot of ones, a lot of twos, which are A's and B's.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good.
It is looking pretty good.
We got to be the Russian judges here. We have to actually decide what our grades are going to be.
That's right. What if we listen? I want to give it an A. I thought that with the context, with the content, certainly the swag, right? They had a bit of a good cop, bad cop thing. Hungry Bucks told me to shut up. I'm thinking, oh my God.
That was
And then
kinda
Mango
badass.
says, hey, don't yell at the judges. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, good cop, bad
And then
cop.
I liked Mango. And at that moment, I
Right?
liked Mango more.
Right.
So he was winning me over.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like a classic. That's a classic trope. I thought that was kind of cool.
But Toph, what happens if we both give an A and then Twitch chat also averages an A? And then
I think we got to go. Do we have the percentages? Do we have the percentages of A's and B's? From the polls. Do we actually?
Or is
That's kind of hard to.
Okay. So it's kind of hyper.
So we have to tie break.
We have to tiebreak, I think. Although the Twitch chat could be
I
going
think
low.
we could poll Twitch chat. We could just do one final poll at the end if there's a tie.
Let's do it. Fuck it.
I'm going with an A. I thought that it was compelling. First of all, content-wise, genius. I mean, I just thought that this was succinct. I thought that all of the arguments really contributed to the overall case they were building, and it made a lot of sense to me.
Toph, I'm going A-. And I'll tell you why.
Hit me.
It was really funny in the middle, and then I thought the last one or two were less funny. Whereas the Josh Van one was actually pretty funny the whole way through.
Okay.
I'm the Russian judge. I'm giving it A-. Twitch chat can help us decide, but I think that might be it, dude. How do we decide here, Mikey?
Let's take a look at the scoreboard.
That does it. You just
That does it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, congrats, Josh, Man, and Sunsei.
Josh, Man, and Sunsei.
That was great. No, okay. Yeah, good stuff, guys. No, the Anto.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Great presentation all around.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Oh, yeah.
Bullying's back.
Bullying's back, dude.
It's back.
Bullying's
It's
cool
back.
again.
It's back.
I would say that was funny.
Man, what an
event,
day.
Toph. What a day. I hate to be the icebreaker.
Huh?
I think we just all basically.
We all bullied. Yeah, bullying is the strategy.
That's what. Are we still on? I think the whole thing is rigged.
Hey, listen, we're gonna
30 DMs.
IBW's at 30 DMs and counting. Listen, if you want to, say your piece about, well, you can go to Cody's DMs. But in the meantime, we're gonna take a quick break and get set up for Mafia. I don't know what's happening tonight. Mafia! Woo! Stay tuned.